Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Cam Rogers Show on this Monday morning, July 16th. It is National Corn Fritter Day. So go out there, purchase some corn, hit up a farm stand, and make yourself some fritter. In fact, I had to Wikipedia that to find out what the heck it is, but now I know. We got a fun show on tap for the next hour, guys. We got the latest NBA trade and free agency rumors. LeBron James is in the house. He was sporting the purple and gold yesterday. We'll flash you some of the videos in a matter of seconds. Some Lakers rumors. Big day in the NFL as well. The deadline today, 4 o'clock Eastern time, for teams to get long-term deals done with the likes of Le'Veon Bell, Ziggy Ansah, and a couple of others I'll get to, DeMarcus Lawrence included. Then a final word, some more Dez Bryant rumors. I'm flashing my top 5 teams for Dez Bryant this summer, in the sense that the top 5 fits for Dez Bryant, and a couple of changes to look at, so stay tuned for that on the program. All right, folks, let's kick things off with LeBron James in the NBA trade and free agency rumors segment here. So LeBron arrived in style at yesterday's Lakers Summer League game. A lot of people were reporting that LeBron was going to show up, and, well, unlike the whole Pizzagate, he actually did show up this time. So here's the footage of LeBron rolling up with the Lakers shorts. He's got the shades going on. He's got the backwards hat happening as well, little bling around the neck too, and walking into the place to a standing ovation from the Los Angeles faithful. And this comes after the whole situation with the vandal ruining a LeBron James mural in Los Angeles, to which the original painter painted over it in white. So safe to say, I guess, the welcoming party for LeBron James has been a little mixed so far. There are a lot of Kobe Bryant loyalists out there that don't like this whole LeBron James to LA thing, although I will say a majority of Los Angeles, at least the Lakers fans, are happy about LeBron James being in town. Here's another angle of LeBron strolling up. He's got the purple shoes as well. You know, it kind of looks like Tiger Woods walking on a golf course. You know, just that sense of swag, that aura of, I know who I am and I know what I'm doing. And I know it's just a Lakers Summer League game and all, but Lakers fans got to be pretty excited about that, to see LeBron James in the flesh wearing their colors. And it also just begs the long-term question, how many titles will LeBron James win with the Los Angeles Lakers in his tenure with LA? Now, I have said on this show that I don't think LeBron and the Lakers are NBA title ready as we stand with that lineup. But say 2019, Kawhi Leonard comes to town, things change a little bit, and now you have 2 All-Stars, one perhaps the best player to ever live. I'm not saying he is, I'm just saying perhaps. He's definitely the best player in the NBA right now, and perhaps the best two-way player in Kawhi Leonard in town. And you have LiAngelo Ball, a year older, and Brandon Ingram, who's supposed to be an all-star as well. So this was LeBron's first public appearance, by the way, in quite some time. He was very low-key about his decision to join the Los Angeles Lakers. A simple press release from his agency, no grand announcement. In fact, if you look at the past 3 decisions here for LeBron, decision by decision, it has gotten more low-key. Of course, 2010, the big special on ESPN, and then 2014 was just an announcement via print media, not necessarily TV media. And then this recent announcement, which really didn't seem like an announcement at all, to be honest with you. It was just a press release from his agency on Twitter. So, you know, as LeBron has gotten older, you know, he's gotten what he has wanted throughout his career. He doesn't really need the grand pitches and the recruiting and the big-time announcements and all of this. So LeBron certainly was eager to see the young players on the Lakers squad there. Luke has been fantastic. Josh Hart has been the leading scorer for the Lakers Summer League team so far. So perhaps a little scouting there for LeBron James. All right, let's continue along here in the latest rumors across the association. Jabari Parker has signed with the Chicago Bulls. It's a 2-year, $40 million contract with a team option on that second year. if Parker does end up struggling and the team decides to go elsewhere. Parker was a restricted free agent after Milwaukee extended him a qualifying offer earlier this summer, but the Bucks rescinded that offer after deciding not to match what the Bulls had put out on the table. Now, Woj noted the Bucks worked in good faith with Parker and his agent to allow them to negotiate a deal with his hometown Bulls. The 23-year-old made 31 appearances last year, averaging 12.6 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.9 assists. Also shot 38.3% from beyond the arc there. So he's now a member of the Chicago Bulls, 2-year deal worth $40 million. All right, so that's the latest there with Jabari Parker. Next up on the list, Jimmy Butler rejected a pretty fat deal from the Timberwolves. So Butler turned down a 4-year extension worth $100 million, and perhaps Butler expects a great season so he can cash out even more. Perhaps that is the logic there. That would not be the first time Butler had the same mentality. He decided to turn down a lucrative extension back before the 2014-2015 season when he declined a 4-year deal worth close to $44 million with the Chicago Bulls. So maybe Jimmy Butler wants more money, thinks he deserves more money, and that's why he turned down that extension offer, and I understand where he is coming from here. He's buying into the whole supply and demand logic here that, okay, if I have another great season, the demand for me will be higher for Minnesota, and with that, I'll make more money. So we'll see if Butler actually gets another offer sometime down the line. But he did win the NBA's Most Improved Player after the season. He rejected that deal from the Chicago Bulls. So Butler averaged 22.2 points, 5.3 rebounds, 4.9 assists per game last season, his first with the Timberwolves after being traded from Chicago back in June of 2017. All right, what's the latest on Carmelo Anthony? Sure seems like the Rockets are the favorites to land Melo. We have the Vegas odds as well. One thing we know, the Thunder are working their butts off right now to try to get a deal done across the NBA. Maybe it's to the Rockets, who are the favorites right now at minus 200. The Lakers are second, or tied for second, with the Heat, followed by the Raptors and the Boston Celtics. Now, Mark Stein noted the Thunder have been working all week to try to find a trade home for Carmelo Anthony so that they don't have to incur the considerable full cost, if you will, of outright waiving him. So one way or another, Melo is leaving OKC, and I think it's simply a matter of time before Melo is on a new team in the NBA. There's some buzz that maybe the Miami Heat could make a run at him, perhaps the Los Angeles Lakers. Talk about LA and Melo later in the show. And Houston's offseason hasn't been glorious, especially considering they lost Trevor Ariza. Now, Ariza's a big-time defender, good defender at the very least, and Melo wouldn't really help on the defensive end, which is where Houston needs to improve so far in this offseason. But perhaps Anthony can provide more confidence in Houston because things just did not work out very well with this whole positional change with the Oklahoma City Thunder. You could make the argument that last year was a grand fluke, right? Switching positions at forward, and Carmelo had to be this more catch-and-shooter type of player. It just did not pan out very well for him. He's more of an on-the-ball kind of guy, and regardless, the Rockets need more than just Carmelo Anthony to take down the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference. That I can tell you. But hey, maybe Carmelo can play with his buddy, Chris Paul. We'll see what happens there. Be sure to let me know where you think Melo is going to play in 2018. Hit me up in comments. We're on YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live on this Monday morning. All right, folks, we are also presented by AutoList. Are you looking for a used or new car out there and you're tired of browsing a million sites? Go to Autolist.com to browse the largest source of inventory on the web or download their top-rated mobile app for iPhone or Android today. I am Cam Rogers. Hit me up on Instagram at Mr. Rogers98. Hashtag catch up to Jordan Giorgio. Guys, I'm at like 530. She's at like 64K. So we need to like shrink this differential here. So hit me up at Mr. Rogers98. And I'll be sure to post out some great pictures. Maybe me chilling out buying corn for National Corn Fritter Day. Who knows? All right, let's continue along here. How about Hassan Whiteside? Is he staying in Miami? Well, if you ask the Miami Herald and Barry Jackson, the answer is yes. Now, Coach Eric Spoelstra said last week that he and Whiteside have been in communication and actually went to lunch together to kind of negotiate things and talk about the future. So, for Whiteside, he's been at the center of many trade rumors of late, and what can he provide? Well, he's an excellent rebounder, shot blocker when he's at his best. He led the league in rebounds per game in the 2016 to 2017 campaign when he averaged 14.1 boards. Then he led the league in blocks per game back in the 2015 to 2016 season. So when he is on, he can be on. The only problem is he has no offensive variety. A lot of his point making, if you will, comes around the rim. He's not going to be burying any long twos or any jump shots anytime soon. So in a sense, Whiteside is made for the NBA of the 1990s and not the NBA of 2018, but I digress. Whiteside's a good player. He's a fantastic asset to have, and I think the Miami Heat would be smart to keep him around. It is an unfortunate scenario that players of Whiteside's mold, if you will, are kind of going out of style in the NBA. Kind of a curious season last year for Whiteside, by the way. Take a look at the playoffs. He averaged 15.4 minutes per game in the 5 playoff games against the Philadelphia 76ers. So, not really sure about that, but if the Heat decide to keep Whiteside, they better use him the right way, and 15.4 minutes per game just does not seem like enough for me. So, we'll see what happens. All right, how about this homecoming story? Channing Frye back with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Months after being traded, Frye has agreed to a 1-year, $2.4 million deal with the Cavs. And Frye was, of course, part of that 2016 Cavaliers championship team. Has played 13 NBA seasons, averaging 9 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 38.7% three-point shooting for his career. He's a nice asset to have if you're Cleveland, and they're trying to build around, air quotes, Kevin Love right now with LeBron James no longer there. It is kind of ironic that Frye is back in Cleveland after being traded in the Isaiah Thomas deal and all that stuff. But hey, it's good to have him back, I guess, if you're a Cleveland Cavs fan, because he brings back memories of that NBA championship a couple of years ago. All right, what's the deal with Shabazz Napier? He's back with the Nets, agreed to a 2-year deal with Brooklyn with a team option on the second year should Napier not pan out for the team. But he was great for the Blazers last year, averaged a career best 8.7 points and 20 minutes a game last season. So he's 27 years old as we stand, will join a guard rotation with the Nets. D'Angelo Russell included, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Joe Harris. Going to be interesting to see how they divvy up the minutes on that lineup there. But Napier has averaged 5.7 points, 1.9 assists in 4 NBA seasons with the Blazers, Magic, and Miami Heat. He has now signed with the Brooklyn Nets, a team that has been very active the last couple of days with trades and signings and all this stuff. Brooklyn all of a sudden is at the forefront of the NBA offseason. All right, how about Yogi Ferrell, reportedly nearing a deal with the Dallas Mavericks. Despite the Mavs rescinding their qualifying offer for Ferrell, it does appear that he's going to remain in Big D, and Ferrell, 25, joined the Mavs as a D-League call-up during the 2016 to 2017 season. He performed so well for that team, by the way. They signed him to a 2-year contract when his 10-day deal expired. Now, Ferrell has averaged 10.6 points and 3 assists in 118 games total with the Dallas Mavericks, including 50 starts to his credit. So it sounds like despite rescinding that qualifying offer, Ferrell is going to remain with Dallas. That's the latest buzz out there right now. And then how about this story? LaVar Ball has spoken about LiAngelo. So Ball remains adamant about the dream of LiAngelo Ball playing with Lonzo Ball on the Los Angeles Lakers, saying that there's nothing to worry about with GELO playing in LaVar's Junior Basketball Association. So I guess the plus side of this, if you're doing a total spin zone right now, is that the JBA provides an outlet for GELO to improve upon his game. I get that, but the fact that he didn't get an invite to the Summer League and the fact that he went undrafted is at least a minor red flag, shall we say, for LiAngelo and his NBA hopes, and really for LaVar Ball and his dream of having all of his sons playing on the Los Angeles Lakers. So who knows, perhaps LiAngelo can be one of the great stories of the NBA, where he goes undrafted and everybody is writing him off, and LaVar Ball is pulling for him and all of this stuff, and eventually becomes a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. But the reality is right now, LiAngelo Ball is not NBA ready. And if you watch the tape on him, and there's a whole lot out there, it ain't very good, at least if you compare to the players that have been drafted to this point, and even the players that are in the Summer League right now. So LaVar Ball has been very vocal, very stern on his dream of getting all three of his sons on the Lakers. The question for you guys, I'm seeing a lot of triple Bs in the comments section. Now weigh in on this. Will GELO ever play in the NBA? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. I'll be reading some of the comments as they flow in here on YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live. Sherm with the first comment on YouTube saying 1. We're seeing some 2s here as well. Mr. Pin in the comments section too. All right, so now all the numbers are flowing in right now. Now I see a majority of 2s at this point. Hell no coming in from a commenter out there on YouTube Live. So very polarizing topic. Let me know what you guys think about LiAngelo Ball and his hopes to play in the NBA.